quietly, so you're going to have to listen hard.
I was very young. People, when they first saw me, I don't remember this very well, but my mom tells me about it. When they would see me, they would think I was like this really, really sweet little girl, you know, because I looked with hair and everything like that, you know, and I'd smile, you know, sometimes, but I had a very strong will, so I would get into fights with my parents all the time when I was younger. And I mean, everyone does when they're young, but they would last for like hours.
Oh my gosh.
Like over 6 hours sometimes, like an entire day. We would just be fighting all day long, and I would not do anything that they wanted me to do. And I was also very serious, and I didn't like other people like touching me. Like I would be all nice, and then someone would come up, even when I was like a baby, and someone would try and be like, "Oh, you're so sweet," and they'd try and touch me, and then I'd just like freeze.
Little
So,
do you know.
Yeah, so that's when I was very young. But then I kind of got to a point where I've always been kind of introspective, I guess. And I don't remember how old I was, but I kind of decided that I didn't want to feel anything. Because, you know, I would get angry at my parents or whatever, and I would be very, I don't want to say physically violent, because I wouldn't attack people, but I would, like, be throwing myself on the ground and kicking and stuff like that. And obviously, people would say that was, they would try and teach me not to do that. They'd be like, that's not good, you know what I mean? And so I kind of, and also I would be afraid of things. I was afraid of dogs, you know, because I felt like they were going to bite me or whatever.
Oh, sorry. Henry's not going to bite you.
Well, even little dogs, you know, I just was afraid of dogs, you know, and I felt like that was very useless to have these feelings, you know what I mean? No one else liked them. I didn't really like them. And so I kind of decided to not feel anything at one point in my life.
Interesting.
Wow. Useless feelings.
The cadence of her talk, it's so interesting.
Yeah. What did you notice about that?
It would start slow and then it would kind of build and then it would kind of die off and then she'd pause for a while and it would kind of come and go like a wave.
Huge long pauses. Huge. Yeah.
Both the rejection of emotion in terms of emotional feelings and tantrums, but also a great personal sensitivity in there.
Yes.
She easily feels discomfort at certain situations or fear towards certain things, but not wanting that to be expressed in her
Right.
emotionality.
Right.
Natural Stoics. They probably invented Stoicism.
Yes. Yes.
That's
Yeah.
true. You can see it
Yeah.
every time
And
she
the way
starts talking.
her eyes lit up for just a little bit when she was like, "Oh, they thought I was a nice, sweet little child."
Yeah, she gets
Like, that's
She gets this
extra
impish grin, and then it immediately disappears.
Yeah.
She's back in her head.
That seems like some of the extroverted sense to me. Some of that.
I think you're right. What aspects of introverted thinking did you see?
That she decided that she just wasn't going to feel anymore, like that was a useless thing. what was it getting me? It was a very sort of logical, like, it's just not really getting me anything that I want, so I'm going to just stop.
She was reconciling multiple frames of reference for its usefulness. So her experience of it, her perception of other people's experience of it, and coming at kind of like a conclusion about its usefulness.
Yeah.
Right, it needs to be utilitarian. She doesn't want it. Yeah.
What I saw of her, she went, her eyes went up, she went into her head to look for the next
Yes. The eyes, and this is what I see again and again with introverted thinking. The eyes go right and up and left and up and right, and that's when they're thinking and they're searching for just the right phrase or word. They're not going to settle for just
It didn't matter
a
how long it
throw-in
took.
word like I use.
It didn't matter how long it took her to find
Right.
it.
Right.
She's also really willing to engage, to break and engage in a moment of levity through humor so easily.
Yeah. Her childhood too, fights. I mean, later on she talks about physical fights. Now, this is an interesting thing. I think extroverted sensation with introverted thinking there can be a real love of, physical engagement, like Andrew Jackson. But I don't know. You tell us what you noticed.
An interesting thing that came up last night in discussion is that if you're looking at these guys as being the doers, and they're the tip of the spear, so they're the ones that actually execute the actions.
Yeah.
And if pain comes into it, which it would, in kind of a hunting-gathering situation, like an evolutionary situation, what causes you to suffer with physical pain is your emotional reaction. If you do not have an emotional reaction to pain, it's not a pleasant sensation, but it's not pleasant. There's no motion attached to it, so you can do an extraordinary amount of pain if you can block out the emotions.
Wow.
So I think for both ESTPs and ISTPs, that ability to block out but then the flip side is when they do have internal problems, they just can't go internal and deal with that pain because their trick is to block it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Very good. You can see that in the next clip.
I think, too, she's talking about something that could be a very weighty subject, but it's not presented in an earnest fashion at all.
Right. Yeah. It's just kind of, there it is. Very much, I love the sort of, what you see is what you get with ESTPs, and especially ESTPs, and to a lesser extent ISTPs too. You don't see a lot of what's in them, but they're certainly willing to tell you, if you ask the right question.
Right.
But physical fight is kind of an interesting thing. So the next clip is from, I think Bruce Willis very often plays an ISTP. I like your term about operations because the term I use for the introverted, for the extroverted sensing function is operator. But what I'm really thinking of is, the guys that are working undercover and they say, we're ops. Everybody wants to be that, right? When they're in a film, it's like, oh, we're the ops,
But really,
we're the guys that are the point of the spear.
Yeah, sorry, but they actually call themselves operators, and a very high percentage of your special forces guys will be STPs.
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
So
right.
fits it well.
Yeah, yeah. So I love this scene because John Malkovich is such a crazy person in this film, and he's the one trying to talk to Bruce Willis about actually verbalizing his feelings to his girl.
Frank, listen, I gotta tell you something. You have to start to learn to share your feelings to evolve your relationship, even if it seems uncomfortable at first. Say you're pinned down in a firefight. If you stay where you are, you're gonna die, okay? So, you tell me, what do? Make the run. Yes, you have got to make the run to emotional safety.
you know, about the girlfriend, and then immediately be in the firefight. I mean, just that, you know, immediately able to switch and be in the moment.
His facial expression, though, when the guy says, you know, you've got to do the emotional piece, he kind of goes, huh.
Right. Yes. Yes. And
something to consider.
It's so great, and he's so clueless all the way through the movie on this. And Mary Louise Parker plays the girlfriend, and she's, you know, working to get some reaction out of him. And he has them. It just doesn't show it as an ISTP. They are very impassive to effects on the outside. So, okay, now let's look at INTP, the mental model maker, and I want you to look at the eyes, because that's where you see that introverted thinking.
In different ways, is what I'm saying. So the next one is that we are critical and mean to other people. And the truth is, when we're critical or critiquing, and that's what I was looking for, but when we're critiquing other people, or at least for me, I don't do it because I want to hurt someone's feelings. I do it because I want to, it's kind of my way of showing affection without being affectionate, I guess. But it's just, we want to help, or at least I want to help other people become better at whatever it is, and I can't really do that very well, I guess, because my initial instinct is to give them ways that they could have done better. And I mean, I also put effort towards going over what they did well, but I also think it's really important, maybe more important, to go over the things that they could improve on. And I mean, when I say this, I don't say it as in I think you're so stupid you're never going to figure this out. It's more so that I think they're smart enough to learn this thing, and I'm just trying to help them get there.
So what aspects? INTP-ness or introverted thinking in particular?
Let me just add, I say this to people a lot to help them understand my own preferences. And what I tell them is, she's talking about this being affectionate and trying to help people be better. And to echo something that the STPs were saying, if we don't actually care about you, we're not going to bother to criticize you. Why would we waste our time critiquing something that wasn't good from someone we didn't care about? I mean, that just seems stupid. So you're already
it's a compliment.
You're already at a level of respect. If you deserve our criticism.
It doesn't sound like a compliment, but it is a compliment.
I like that if you deserve our
yes. Yes.
You're worthwhile bothered with. That's good.
Yeah.
And it really speaks to Bibi's spine there, because the effort there is extroverted feeling. Like, you want to help people. She wants to be helpful.
Yeah. Extrovert feeling is an ego function for INTPs. Yeah.
There could even be extrovert intuition in that she sees critiquing as a means of actually creating a greater possibility of whatever system is getting better.
That's quite true. Could be the auxiliary function showing up there. Yeah.
It helped me to understand that with a member of my family when there was a little INT bingo and one of them was unintentionally rude. And it actually made me realise that it's not the way it's meant to come across. It's meant to be affectionate, helpful, almost like a quality improvement.
Right.
I think if we were actually trying to be rude,
you'd know.
Very able to catch
That helps when you're on the receiving end. You know, understanding.
Yeah. I'm going to replay this without the sound if I can get the sound going. And so I want you to notice the. Let's see. How do I get it?
in different ways,
Okay.
is what I'm saying. So the next one is
Just look at her eyes.
that we are critical and mean to other people. And the truth is, when we're critical or critiquing, and that's what I was looking for, but when we're critiquing other people, or at least for me, I don't do it because I want to hurt someone's feelings. I do it because I want to, it's kind of my way of showing affection without being affectionate, I guess. But it's just,
Did you see that?
we want to help.
She's always searching for the right word.
So typical of introverted thinking. The ISTP wanted to do the same thing. The eyes are kind of narrow, kind of like that, while they're thinking internally. It's different from that ISTJ that we saw first. It's more soulful. I don't know how to describe it. It's soulful. The introverted thinking eyes are sort of narrow and looking up and to the left and right. And these big long pauses that Sue Blair pointed out in the way they speak, the end of the sentence almost doesn't come. You're waiting for the end of the sentence to figure out what point are they making. But they are refining and clarifying their thought.
And do you ever notice them actually close their eyes?
Yes,
yes. In the process of speaking.
Yes, good point. So
Watching an INTP live in terms of their processing, for me as an ENFJ, is incredibly painful. Because it's like, get on with it. Would you just say whatever it is you're going to say?
I know. Yeah.
It's worth waiting for good stuff.
I'm married for an
So this clip from the video of mine is about a biographical film about John Nash, the economist who won the Nobel Prize. It sort of shows a little bit of what's really going on inside the mind, and you see that.
Deep breaths. Nash, you might want to stop shuffling your papers for 5 seconds.
Not buy you gentlemen beer.
Oh, we're not here for beer, my friend.
Anyone else do? She should be moving in slow motion.
Will she want a large wedding, you think? Should we say swords, gentlemen? Pistols at dawn?
Have you remembered nothing? Recall the lessons of Adam Smith, father of modern economics.
In competition, individual ambition serves the common good.
Exactly.
Every man for himself, gentlemen.
And those who strike out are stuck with their friends.
I'm not going to strike out.
You can lead a blonde to water, but you can't make her drink.
I don't think you said that.
All right, nobody move. She's looking over here. Right, she's looking at Nash.
Oh, God. All right, he may have the upper hand now, but wait until he opens his mouth. Remember the last time?
Oh, yes, that was in the history books.
Adam Smith needs revision.
What are you talking about?
If we all go for the blonde. We block each other. Not a single one of us is going to get her. So then we go for her friends. But they will all give us the cold shoulder because nobody likes to be second choice. But what if no one goes for the blonde? We don't get in each other's way. And we don't insult the other girls. That's the only way we win. That's the only way we all get laid. Adam Smith said, best result comes from everyone in the group doing what's best for himself, right? That's what he said. That's right. Incomplete. Okay. Because the best result will come from everyone in the group doing what's best for himself. And the group.
Nash, this is some way for you to get the blonde on your own. You can go to hell. Governing dynamics, gentlemen. Governing dynamics. Adam Smith.
is wrong.
Here we go. Careful, careful.
Thank you.
What just happened there? I mean, I love to show this is a real big difference between introverted thinking and extroverted thinking. So true, yes. And understanding is the most important thing for introverted thinking, right? Understanding. To other types, I don't care so much about understanding as long as we get the job done.